Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Aphrodite, aka Madam Suave. If you are new here, I would like to welcome you to the community. Be sure to check the description box below and like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to. Remember that energy is timeless and fluid. This could be past, present, or future energy. Flip roles if they need to be reversed, and only take resonates, leaving the rest for what it's meant for. So I am back with another love message, and I didn't realize, going straight into the message, I did not realize that it was going to be a love message. So please keep that in mind. But what I am picking up on is that some of you do have lovers who watch my channel as well as you do. So you may know this, you may not know this, but all I'm telling you is please know that this person is so serious about you, okay? They are so serious about you. So yeah, as I was kind of getting dressed, I was getting more downloads kind of through what I chose to put on. And so what I am getting is that, this person is your biggest cheerleader, your biggest supporter. But not only that, is that you also have a lot of people who are also rooting for this connection. You could also be someone who maybe you are a cheerleader, or maybe you were a cheerleader back in the day, or maybe this person plays sports, okay? But I was also getting, I was specifically picking up on Dallas Cowboys, okay? So someone, you could either be a Dallas Cowboys fan, or maybe you are, a cheerleader for Dallas Cowboys, or maybe that is a goal that you have in mind, something that you want to achieve. Maybe you want to dance professionally for, a professional sports team or football team, okay? Maybe it doesn't have to necessarily be the Cowboys. Maybe this is the sign that you needed to kind of go for it, or maybe they have been encouraging you to do this, or maybe it's something that you have already achieved, and whatever the case may be, best of luck to you, and also congratulations, okay? So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get into today's message. But something is requiring someone to think outside of the box, or they are beginning to think outside of the box, okay? And as I said, I didn't realize it was a love message, so I'm kind of just going to read it as I had it, okay? But yes, so you are thinking outside of the box, kind of changing your approach and having a breakthrough where you were finding a challenge previously. So this could be something that is kind of revolutionary. And like I said, because we did have, a lot of energy that wasn't kind of moving. Maybe it's because someone was trying to solve some sort of challenge, okay? So something has basically been revolutionary in this evolution of your connection, okay? So yeah, some sort of problem has been solved here. This may include breaking tradition or what is expected. So taking a creative approach to the way that you think. This could be something that you cannot quite put into words, but you know that it'll be felt and understood through some other form of expression. And so you are finding the most comfortable way of communicating without restriction. Now, remember how I said, some of them, it's new for them to kind of communicate their feelings, express their emotions, etc. And so this is kind of what I'm picking up on, is that someone is trying to, find a way to best express themselves with making sure that you understand and you feel everything, you know everything that they want to say, but also, kind of easing themselves into it, also making it comfortable for the both of you, okay? It's kind of because as they step out of their comfort zone, you kind of want to find the best way to where it's because you don't want to feel you don't want to make it awkward, right? So it's finding the best way for it to feel free flowing, okay, is the best way that I can put that. But also they want it to be meaningful, and they want it to kind of speak to them and who they are, if that makes sense, okay? This person knows that you can understand and speak in whatever language they express themselves, because you understand universal language, the subconscious, and them, because you feel deeply and you know their hearts. So this may be something fun, like leaving clues or creating a way for you to kind of exercise your mind and test the both of you in some sort of way, okay? And it's kind of what I was getting is that they are kind of leaving you a map to their heart, okay? Or something a little scavenger hunt, but it's really cute. Whatever it is, it's really cute, okay? Some other things kind of that for you to know about this connection is that this connection is so rooted in love that power struggles aren't going to be a thing, because you are both lovers and you like to show that to one another. And in a balanced relationship, both people tend to take care of one another, okay? So this is something that you guys maybe just equally do, is you like to show your person that you care about them, and however that may be, okay? For me personally, all 5 love languages, I show love in all 5 love languages, okay? Now me, on the other hand, I just like quality time and physical touch. Doesn't really matter but for me personally, I make sure I got them all covered, okay? But anyways, so they embody everything. Oh yes, that's what I was gonna say. That was one thing I was gonna say, okay? You check off all their boxes, okay? But you'll see why I just mentioned that, because I forgot I was gonna say that earlier. But yes, you check off all their boxes is one thing I was getting, okay? So they embody everything that you've been looking for that may have made you hesitant to pursuing serious connections or commitments in the past. This is someone who is very versatile. They have a broad personality. I couldn't find a better term, but what I mean by a broad personality is it's there's so much within their personality that it's kind of what I mentioned before, not necessarily having multiple personalities, but just having so many different facets of one personality that it's you never feel you're going to get tired of them in a way, or they kind of just yeah, it's like you can kind of blend into whatever, if that makes sense, okay? But they allow you to explore parts of yourself that you may not have been able to in the past, or expanding you to new parts of yourself. So in your past relationships, you may have felt like you had to be a certain person to appease them, but didn't feel free to be yourself and have fun. Or you felt like a project, or like they were constantly trying to change you into the perfect person, or what they felt and thought was a perfect person, rather than them actually wanting you, okay? So it's like they didn't feel like you were, their perfect person, but they were kind of like, because like maybe you felt like, oh, is it just because like I'm available, or because of the things that I do, that they are kind of trying to see, they're like, okay, well, they got potential, and they're trying to like make you and mold you into who they think is the perfect person. But it's like something is not like quite quick is not quite like clicking, okay? Something didn't come like very like naturally in that way, or something of the sort. So it's like they enjoyed what you did for them, but didn't feel like they desired you for you and all that you are and offer, okay? So maybe you feel like you had to like water yourself down, or you just felt like very, like I said, restricted, okay? Like they were just very I'm hearing stiff. So maybe someone was like super strict, like either with you or like, I don't know, like themselves. I don't really know how to like put it, but it's like, I don't know, you just felt like confined, or like I said, you couldn't just be your natural self. Maybe you are someone, maybe they were more serious than you are, and you are someone who you like to, have more fun. You like to, be in touch with your childlike essence, okay? And they were just very, I don't know, like I don't know, but I think you guys know what I'm trying to say, okay? Your intuition and your spirit was telling you to get out of there and go after what you really wanted and needed. So you may have met someone while you were in a connection, and it revealed that your relationship was unhealthy and showed you what's actually out there. So you put an end to things, okay? When I say like it showed you what was actually out there, like maybe it kind of just exposed you like, okay, this isn't normal behavior. Like this isn't something that I should be experiencing, going through. Like, why is it this hard? It shouldn't be this hard, okay? So they make you feel like you aren't this person that you are connecting with, okay? That you are in a connection with. They make you feel like you aren't lacking in anything, and like you are just so full and amazing in every way imaginable, a treasure meant to be cherished. You don't feel like you have to hide who you are. You don't have to be strong and brave all the time. They like when you open up to them. They want to be that safe space for you. They are a great listener, but also offer lots of support and makes you feel like you can handle anything, that you can achieve anything, and that you are fully capable. And this is someone who, they don't just affirm you, they give you helpful advice and tools to actually put it into action, okay? They fit into whatever role you need them to feel at any given moment. And a lot of the self-doubt you face came from the doubt that others placed into your mind. Okay, now this is either someone or you, okay? But I'm kind of picking up on, yeah, I'm getting more so it's like something that but it's almost like someone was trying to, I don't know, either hold something over you or keep you like stuck in a position somehow. But anyway, so someone knows some sort of secret they may be threatening to expose, okay, trying to get you to do something or stop you from doing something. So either you or this person, yeah, okay, yeah, but some sort of tangible proof or information is involved here. You may have found your way around it, okay? So this may have been the problem that you were trying to solve. It's some sort of like something going on, some sort of rift. Whew. Oh my, okay, confirmation. But yes, you realize that there's nothing that they can really do, because anything they try to do against you would also backfire on them, okay? So you are not the one in a tough position, they are, and they have more to lose than you do. So this person is barely hanging on to their sanity, and there's nothing that is really stopping you in this matter, okay? You have made the decision to move forward because they don't have anything except for hope and persuasion that you wouldn't do this, and you are freeing yourself from the situation. So they're disappointed because whatever influence they had over you has worn off, okay? So this could be someone that you are expected to be loyal to. This may be relationship wise, and I know there's so many different aspects of like what a relationship is, so you're gonna have to know what that relationship is. But I was picking up on maybe this could be a romantic relationship, since we started off with romantic energy. Okay, so relationship wise, so either you are leaving someone or this is an ex, okay? This could be someone who's like always getting angry with you and throwing something in your face to make you feel bad or guilty. Yes, so someone is like maybe like trying to guilt trip you or something of that nature. But you're ridding yourself of it because you have nothing to feel guilty about, and you are choosing to live your life, and you're telling them that they should have made better decisions, but you're no longer stopping yourself. Okay, now one thing I was hearing too is maybe another reason why you could be saying screw it is because whatever they were trying to like hold over your head, maybe it's something that to you is not actually like exposing. Like maybe it's something that you don't actually care about, but they care more about it because maybe they think that you would care about it because it's something that they would care about if they were in your shoes or in your position, but it's not actually hurting you. It's hurting them more than it's hurting you, if that makes sense. Okay, so yes, I was hearing all bets are off. So someone has crossed the line or overstepped to a point of no return and showed you a side of them that you never thought you would see. So you're putting a stop and an end to it, and they are realizing that they should have treated you better because you hold something very powerful over them and you're not afraid like they are. So you've been waiting for a reason to release. What I was getting is that you didn't want to do this, okay, but they drove you to that point and brought it upon themselves, leaving you with no choice but to go this route. Yeah, so this could be someone who made empty threats, but you hold more power. And kind of what I'm getting from that is that it's like you kind of were in your position because you chose to be there, if that makes sense. Okay, you chose to be there, and someone is in a position, it's not like a choice that they made. They're in this position, but it's not a choice that they made. Okay, and it's almost like maybe you were trying to help them in a way. It's like not necessarily that you maybe not necessarily like had their best interest at heart. I mean, you may have, I don't I don't know, but maybe you kind of, it's actually I already wrote it down. Okay, it's like you were trying to do the right thing, or at least the honorable thing, but they went crazy on you. Okay, and so you got to honor yourself in this moment, and like I said before, you know, you are not in the same position that they are in, okay? And there's no reason for you to be in a position that you don't need to be in, okay? Is what I'm getting, all right? But that is the end of today's message. I hope that you enjoyed this message. I hope that you got something from this message. If you enjoy my channel, my content, my energy, etc., I do ask that you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to, and I'll see you guys on next time. I love you all. Bye.